and closing your eyes. And taking a deep breath in as you inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly release down. Inhale. Ahana. And exhale. And release down. So whichever pose you find yourself comfortable in, either on the floor or on the cushion or on the birthing ball, whichever pose that you're mostly comfortable in, just come to your breath. Get settled into for the start of the practice. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. And exhaling through your mouth, making a tiny space between your lips. Small space, just letting enough air out so you can feel and notice the exhale down. And then notice also how your whole body is traveling down towards your support. Notice your shoulders relaxing. Notice your chest opening as you inhale. Notice your breath as you exhale, traveling down towards the support. Deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out through your mouth. Start counting the breath as you inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And carry on in your own breath, in your own time. Allowing yourself to equalize the inhale and the exhale. So whatever the number there is, if it's 4, keep on with 4. If it's something that you feel that you might need a few more numbers, perhaps 5 or 6, then get to those. And if you feel that actually it is a struggle to get to even 4, then reduce. Once you've settled into your counting, into your breathing, just allow yourself a moment to notice how you feel, how your body feels. And allow yourself to notice and remember your pregnant belly. And then drop that breath down to your baby. Think about it as if when you're inhaling, you're allowing yourself to nourish your body and to nourish your baby's body. And as you exhale, allow all the toxins, all the impurities to come out with that breath. Inhale new energy, new nourishment. Exhale and release. Inhale energy. Exhale. Allow the toxins to come out of your body. Use your breath as a chance for you to regenerate new energy. And slowly, with your breath, become aware of your hands and your arms. And as you inhale, take your arms up above your head, extending the fingertips, extending the arms as high as you can. And as you exhale, place your palms together and exhale, hands down to the heart center, to your chest. And stay here for a minute, for a breath. You're inhaling. Allow your chest to open. And as you exhale, drop the chin down towards the fingers. Inhale up. And exhale. Allow your whole body to drop down towards the supports. And we'll chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Inhale. Allow yourself a moment or two just to observe the body, observe the vibrations of the Om sound, and release the arms down. Slowly open your eyes. So welcome everyone. We started off, I thought there was only 2 of you, so we started off on the dot. So apologies that we didn't wait, but I thought it was only 2 that were joining. So what we'll do today, we'll focus a lot on pelvic floor. We'll focus a lot on the strengthening the pelvic floor, but also allowing yourselves to release to the pelvic floor. So it's whether you in pregnancy, but particularly, as you know, particularly important to have the strong pelvic floor. But the strong pelvic floor is only strong, is only useful if we are allowing the cells to release it completely. So particularly in pregnancy and particularly during the delivery, because you want to be able to know where to push and where to release. So we'll use the pregnancy, the ball, if you have one. Otherwise, if you don't have it, then bolster, or if you don't have a bolster either, then a couple of cushions and just supporting ourselves on the floor. So, but supporting yourselves in that kind of way that when you're sitting, that you're really quite higher up. So there is quite a lot of this, there's like 2 or 3 cushions on this bolster. Or if you have that mat that you're sitting on, the yoga mat, then perhaps roll it, or a blanket, so that you can roll it. I'll get a blanket just to show you how to roll it. A couple of blankets. So you've got a blanket that you just need to roll, and you roll it to kind of big, sort of a bigger thickness of it. I will be using, I'll show you on both, but I'll be using this ball, seed ball, so pregnancy ball. So if you have that, use it now, or otherwise we'll just go on to, you'll just go down on the floor. Chair as well. So perhaps a chair might be useful as well. So if you've got a chair, then that could be useful too. So where your feet are completely down on the ground. So I can see some of you on the Swiss ball, but I can't see, so Lavinia can't see you whether you've got anything, so hopefully you'll be okay. And Shobrit, you've got Swiss ball or something? Yeah, good, okay. So getting onto the, on your supports, and then keeping the feet down. So if you're on the supports on Swiss balls, then you're keeping the feet down onto the ground. Knees are above the ankles, so not really going over the ankles, and so I don't know, mine is a little bit deflated at the moment, but you have to get the support, enough support there so that you're sitting comfortably in the spot. So it's big enough anyway. So focusing on this now, so I'll turn over to the side so that you can just see. So we'll be doing almost like a cat and cow practices, but as you're inhaling, extending the spine up towards the ceiling, and as you're exhaling, curving the back, bringing the pubic bone upwards, and curving the back, and perhaps the pelvis is going to draw the ball away, a bit forward. As you inhale, then stick your bottom out and stretch up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw and curve. Inhale up, exhaling. So the movement of the ball is pretty, it is moving, but it is pretty minimal. There's not much sticking out that way and much forward going that way. So it's really minimal, and it's very much controlled by your pelvis, and it's controlled by your movement, by your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. If it is becoming a bit of a problem, go doing it or too difficult to do it on the ball, because pretty much everything is engaged here. So feet are engaged down on the floor. The calves, you'll be feeling the muscles in the calves working. You'll be feeling the muscles there in the inside of the thighs as well. So as you inhale and as you exhale, you're sort of really squeezing all the muscles, the inner thighs, the outer thighs, the pelvic floor, and coming up. Now, once you become proficient with the movement of just the pelvic floor, then you engage the arms. You inhale, open the arms. As you exhale, as if you want to hug yourself or hug your belly. Inhale, open the heart, open the chest. Exhale, hug yourself, but the other arm is coming underneath. So inhaling, open the chest, exhaling, so perhaps the right goes over the left. And then inhale and open, and then the right goes under the left. 3 more times. And release. Now do tiny circles on one side with your pelvis on one side. 4, 5, feet are still grounded, feet are not raising up off the floor. And then 5 circles onto the left side. Good. And release. Again, do a tiny circle, so going up and down, so front to drawing the ball to the front, and so not to get over the knees, so the knees must not go over the ankles, so they get to the point where it's where they're starting to go over the ankles, and then you come back. And then you push them a little, push the ball a little bit backwards. In, back, into the front, back. And just notice as you're doing this, what is happening and which part of your pelvic floor is being squeezed, if any. Now, if it's not happening, if you're not noticing anything being squeezed, and as you draw your ball towards the front, squeeze your pelvic floor. So squeeze the anal passage in towards each other. So squeezing in and releasing. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. So it's almost what we do with our pelvic floor practices when we're sitting on a cushion, but this time we're involving a bit of muscles, we're involving other muscles, and we're involving movement of the pelvis. And once you're done, again, release by doing 5 circles to the right. These are all pretty controlled circles, so almost as if you're going tracing the ball and then to the left, tracing the ball over an imaginary circle down onto the floor so that it's exactly going over that line. It doesn't go past or over the line, so it's exactly over the line, so across, so that it goes tracing this line, imaginary line, on the floor, so that it doesn't become a mechanical movement just like that, but actually it is more mindful. And so as it becomes slower and little, then you get it a little bit bigger and bigger. And get to hear the noises of the balls while it's making. And then to the left. And slowly release, but this time make a space between, so be careful not to fall off, but make a space between the knees and just drape your hands over, dropping down so a tiny bit with the head down. Now here, be careful that you don't stay here for too long, as it is effectively a forward bend, but it is also a forward fall. So slowly lifting yourself up and come off slowly off the ball. Now you'll be using the same practice a little bit differently now. This time seated on your cushions or on the blankets, just a tiny bit to support your hips. And stretch your legs, stretch your feet away from you. As you inhale here, and now as you exhale, just be aware of your hands and your arms. And so imagine as if you were on this ball, so you're circling, you're tracing, so you're taking your arms and you imagining that you are getting into a pot and you're churning something in and backwards. So churning the pot, making sure that the legs stay stretched out in front of you. The toes are pointing up. The heels are completely down onto the floor. And you engaging your pelvic floor at all times. Inhaling or engaging, so squeezing in, and exhaling, releasing. And then come into the change of sides. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, release. Now pull your hands towards you. Inhale, stretch the arms. Exhale, hands, arms towards you, bend the elbows. So exactly as if you would be, as if you were churning something in your cauldrons. Good. churning the baby in your belly. You're cooking. Here we go. Good. Well done. And release. Good. But this time, use your breath. Again, straight legs, please. And use your breath. And as if when you're inhaling, imagine that you're going up the rope. So you're climbing up. Stretch your arms up, completely up. Inhale, squeeze your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, slowly releasing down. Slowly, one by one. So again, what we did before, and if it doesn't happen that slow, if you can't really do it that slowly, then you do it as fast as you can. So then you do it at a slow pace. So inhaling, squeezing the vaginal walls in towards each other, bringing them up, 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 up. And as you exhale, slowly releasing, releasing, and releasing down, down, down. So long as you don't just drop down. So do it 5 more times. Inhale, arms up, stretch, exhale down, and release. 1 more time. I did say 5 times, so I don't know where you got to. I only did it 2. Up, exhale down. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale down. Last time. And exhale down. Good. And come on to all fours. Release the arms, release the spine. Use your blanket to put under your knees if you need to. And then come onto, so with the knees down under your hips. Focus on your baby. Keep your baby as close as possible to your heart. As you inhale, straight back, completely straight back. Exhale here, release, but keep the baby close to your heart. Inhale, hold the baby closer. As you exhale, curve the tailbone, bring the tailbone forward, curve the back, drop the head down. Inhale, take tailbone up towards the ceiling, drop the belly down, open the chest and gaze forward. Exhale and repeat. Inhale, repeat. Open the chest, gaze forward. Push your shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, tailbone in. Drop the head down. Inhale, tailbone up. And gaze forward. Lovely. And as you exhale, make a space between the knees and drop the head down, drop the forehead down, stretch the arms, completely over above your head. Use your breath as you exhale to completely drop down. Ground yourself even further. Slowly coming up and onto your all fours, raising yourself up, tucking the toes under, and then using your arms to walk yourself back, making a space between the feet. So this time, if you wish to, you can use the ball if you want to do that, and you can sit on the ball wide, feet open, otherwise just go into a squat. So feet completely down onto the ground. Whichever way you do, feet are grounded completely. And slowly start by using, whilst you are in a squat or if you're on a ball, using your inhale or exhale to sort of rotate the hips. Rotate and circle the hips. So if you're not on the ball, you're down into a low squat and you're lifting yourself up a tiny bit, exhaling onto the right side. So moving, rotating your pelvis from one side to another. And then do it to the left. Now as you inhale here, visualize your vagina and the vaginal walls. As you inhale, squeeze the vaginal walls in. As you exhale, slowly hands down onto the floor, lifting your tailbone off a little bit up, and then repeat again the same thing. If you're on the ball, slowly sitting here, as you inhale, squeeze, so you're not going to be lifting up the tailbone off the floor, but you will use your arms to exhale and release. Inhale up. So the whole time sitting here, as you're inhaling, squeezing, exhaling, releasing. Inhale, squeeze as if you're scooping up new energy. Squeeze those vaginal walls in together. Exhale and release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. And this time as you exhale, slowly lifting yourself up into a standing pose. So whichever way you are coming from, slowly lifting yourself up into a standing. It's a bit difficult to do it on both. So once you're standing, you're in standing pose. So we'll do, I think we practiced this before a tiny bit, but maybe not all together. So We'll do the variation of warrior, so some of the standing poses, variation of warrior 1 and warrior 2. What we're going to do with that is going to focus on the hips and focus on strengthening this. So as much as you will be going into lengthening the calves and doing that and straightening the arms as well, we'll be focusing on really on squeezing the pelvic floor and lengthening through the tailbone. So standing in a standing pose, so with either with your hands, sorry, your feet a distance apart or a little bit wider. And as you inhale here, exhale, scoop the baby in close towards your heart, lengthen the tailbone as you inhale. And focus on your breath. Every time as you exhale, push into your feet. Focus on your breath. And next time, take your right leg back. So now you're just stepping back. You're stepping your right leg back. So the step might be wide, depending on how you are, but you want to have the right foot completely down onto the floor. As you're stepping back, trying to position yourself so that you are still facing forward. So perhaps you might need to make a wider stance so that your hips are not out of alignment, but your hips are actually exactly the same way as they were when you were standing in the pose like this. So you want to get perhaps a wider foot. You'll still feel the calf, the right calf really lengthening and stretching. As you inhale, squeeze your vaginal wall, squeeze your pelvic floor. And as you squeeze, you'll notice stretching in this right psoas muscles here. So squeeze. As you exhale, bend the left knee, and bend the left knee to the point where you feel, you know that it's not going over that left ankle. So it's not a lot. From this, it's not going to be a lot. The more I bend, the more I'll be going over the ankle and damaging the ankle. So you don't want to bend too much. Now slowly, again, squeeze pelvic floor, squeeze the right, notice that the right leg is completely stretched out. Exhale, release. And stay here. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, arms down. Use your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, just float the arms down by the side of your body. Inhale up. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale and release, and bring the right leg back to where you started. So straight away, you'll notice the difference between the right and the left side. If you need to release the right leg, do so. Otherwise, just stay where you started. So before you go into the left side. Right, so as you inhale and exhale here, notice that you're pushing down into the floor, into your feet. Inhale here, squeeze, 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 squeeze the vaginal muscles. Exhale, pushing to the feet and release. This time as you inhale, step back with the left foot. As you exhale, push that foot, the left heel down towards the floor. So further down. Inhale here. Adjust the hips so they are facing forward. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, squeeze the vaginal walls towards each other and notice what's happening on the left side, on the left psoas muscles. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. This time, move the arms. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release down. Inhale, use the arms to move them up. Exhale, down. As if you're moving the air, moving the energy, moving the air inside your room. Exhaling down. Inhaling, going up. Exhale down. Try and energize the arms so that the movement of your arms isn't just mechanical, but it's actually just moving that is as if it's bringing something up, something heavy. Inhaling up, squeezing the pelvic floor. And as you exhale, as if it takes very long time to actually push something down onto the ground. Then inhale up. Exhale down. And then come back to center. And notice the difference, so whether both sides are exactly the same. So if it feels that this time, so for me, I haven't got the belly, so for me, this is, even though I can feel it here, but there's not that extra weight here. So if you feel that you really need to release the back, and just do the circles, So make a bigger step and just circle your hips. Circle your hips. As you inhaling, squeezing, exhaling, releasing. So as much as you're going to be circling the hips and releasing the pressure in your lower back and circling, and so that you, in your legs, you also want to keep that engagement with your pelvic floor. And release the arms. And this time go down. Down, bending the knees, coming down onto all fours, doing one cat and cow. On the exhale, curving the back. On the inhale, opening and gazing forward. Exhale, curving. And inhale, gazing forward. And releasing. Releasing Just releasing into the seated, into child's pose, dropping the head down, forehead down, stretching the arms away from you. And slowly pushing yourself up so that you can come up into all fours again. And this time, as you inhale, step your right leg forward. Exhale, push your right foot into the floor. As you inhale, squeeze that pelvic floor in and bring your arms up. As you exhale, arms in front of you. Inhale, take the left arm up and over your head. As you exhale, place the arm behind you, exhaling and looking into that arm, the left arm. As you inhale, take the arm up. As you exhale, bring it forward to meet the right arm. Inhale again, so 3 times up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 and 3rd time. Inhale up. Exhale down behind you. Inhale up. And exhale in front of you. Bring the arms down to the floor. Take the right leg back to where you started. As you inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, push into that foot. As you inhale, squeeze the pelvic floor so that you allow your arm to come up, arms up. Exhale, hands, the arms in front of you, gazing in front of you. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, goes behind you, the whole body turns over. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, gazing forward. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, behind you. Inhale up. Exhale, down and in front of you. And the last time, inhale up. And you're following the gaze, exhaling down, regazing in direction of the arm. Inhale up, exhale, arms in front of you. Arms down, release the left leg, bring it back to where you started, and then sit into the seated pose. So we'll just do a little bit of shoulder work before we relax completely. So we won't be doing the practice that I normally do, which is the pelvic floor, so the Mula Bandha practices that we normally do every week, because we've done a lot of squeezing and releasing. So I'd like you to perhaps, so those with the ball, to practice the squeeze and the release on your ball during the next week, and see how that goes, and do it preferably every day. So what we'll do is we'll focus on the one you're seated. Use your blankets for support. My floor is very hard here, so you don't know, depending on where you're seated and how the floor is, but you might want to use the blanket to be sitting on. And first, so we will go into the muscles of your
of your shoulders. But what we're going to do first now is going to go a little bit on the feet. So tuck your toes under. So come forward, tuck your toes under, and then slowly push yourself up so that you're seated on your heels with your toes tucked over under. And then stay here for as many seconds or breaths that you can do. 5, limit to 5 perhaps. And then just come back and release and tap your feet down. And then as you inhale again, tuck your toes under. Exhale, push yourself. And so you're sitting and stretching your feet. Inhaling, exhaling. Still observing your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And releasing down. Tap, 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 tap with the feet. And again, back. Repeating the stretching of the heels, stretching of the toes. Using your breath. And releasing down again, tapping, 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 tapping. Now stay seated with the toes stretched out. So the other way, so no tucking anymore. And if this is comfortable, stay like this. So we're focusing again, so with the tailbone, so the pubic bone, you bring the pubic bone forward and up and lengthen the tailbone down towards the spine, towards the floor. As you inhale, take your arms up. As you exhale, open the arms as wide as you can. Inhale, take the right arm over under the left arm. And clasp your hands together or your wrists. Look in direction of your elbows. As you inhale, bring the elbows up. Raise them up above your shoulders. As you exhale, curve the back and bring the elbows to your belly. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And the next time as you inhale, open the arms wide and release down to the floor. Just releasing. Second, bring the shoulders in towards your ears and release down. Release down. Inhale up and release down. And the next time as you inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, open the arms wide, palms pointing up towards the ceiling. And this time, the right arm goes over the left arm. Elbows are in front of you. As you inhale, bring the elbows up. Exhale, curve the back. Bring the elbows down towards the belly. Inhale up. As you inhale up, so push those shoulders back. Exhale down. Inhale up. So as you're pushing the shoulders back, you're bringing the shoulder blades, you're trying to bring the shoulder blades together, but of course they won't be able to, but there will be some kind of practice or muscle working. And exhale and release completely down. And as you inhale, open the arms completely and circle the shoulders. Circle, back, and then forward. Good. And release completely. Then slowly come into your relaxation pose. So whichever pose you feel that you're quite happy to do and relax in. So with the ball perhaps against the wall, and then allowing some kind of support under the feet, and just leaning onto this with the head support, so with a pillow under you. Or your brick supports and the bolster supports, as you would do normally, go into those. So allowing yourself to completely rest. Opening the legs. So if you're in Baddha Konasana position, so with the feet together, knees open wide, allowing the arms to fall down onto the floor, or perhaps bring them onto your belly. And bring your chin a little bit into your chest. And just drop into your breath. Allow the breath as you inhale. Allow your chest to open up. As you exhale, allow yourself to drop down into your support even more. Be aware of the rhythm of your breath. Become aware of the position in which you're in. Become aware of your belly. Become aware of the sounds that you can hear.
sounds that you can hear from outside the room. Sounds that you can hear from inside the room. The sounds that you can hear from your breath, from your body. Again, drop into your sound, the sense of hearing. Hearing the sounds from outside the room and letting them go. Hearing the sounds from inside the room, including my voice and perhaps music. And then letting them go. And then dropping into the sounds of your own body, your own breath. And dropping into the physical body, becoming aware how your body is moving and behaving with your breath. You're inhaling, your chest opening up, raising up, perhaps pushing a little bit down into your belly. As you exhale, the belly dropping down towards the spine, chest falling down. And staying with your breath. Every time as you exhale, now drop that exhaling towards your belly. Direct the inhale and direct your exhale towards your baby. As you inhale, feel your body becoming lighter. As you exhale, directing the breath, making your next inhale even deeper. And slowly visualizing your baby in your belly. Baby emerge in the optimal position, happy, content. Visualize your baby's wings. Visualize your baby's spine, belly, neck, head. See your baby's heart beating. And let that image stay with you. Bringing your smile to your face. Bringing you relaxation. Bringing you happiness and health. You and your baby and all those around you. Slowly become aware of your physical body. Bring your knees, become aware of your hands and bring your hands onto your thighs so that you can bring your knees together. Slowly turning towards one side and slowly lying down for a second on the side you weren't there before. Taking a bigger breath, inhaling, big inhale, big exhale, and slowly push yourself up into the seated pose. As you inhale, take your arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, hands down to the heart center. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll just chant Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti.